Welcome to another edition of the newly termed JCS Jam, formerly known as the podcast, formerly known as the JCS Podcast, now the JCS Jam rebranding. Welcome back. It's me, Eric DeVries, and we have Peyton Ponstein sitting alongside me. No guests today, but that doesn't mean don't stick around. I have the privilege of the joke of the day.
Yes, I want to hear it.
Coming off of Mr. Powell's joke of the day, it was tough.
Good luck.
I know. We'll see what we can do here. So, joke of the day. What do you call, Mr. Ponstein, a pampered cow?
Pampered cow. Well, when I think of cows, I think of chocolate milk. I love chocolate milk. That's what I drink.
All right, I'm a chocolate milk fan too. It does have to do with milk. A pampered cow, what you get from a pampered cow would be spoiled milk.
Oh, yes. That is good. I mean, entitlement is all in there and just pampering up. Oh.
Well, we have a couple dairy farmers, here at JCS. We might have to double check the intel on that one. If you really get spoiled milk from a pampered cow, I think they can back us up on that. But yes, a spoiled milk.
That's
I don't know. Thank you.
Did Mr. Powell give you that one?
He did. It is a Mr. Powell special.
Oh, that is.
I think the delivery isn't quite what he would take it down. But what they always say, you never want to be the guy following the big act. That's what I felt like. You just kind of had to get through it today.
Right.
We did it. Our next guest will probably be a tough act to follow too. So sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet.
That's right.
I did it, but I was very proud of my joke. Anyway, spoiled milk.
Nice.
Mr. Ponstein, you are coming, and I was just telling you, I love a good word that I don't think about too much, that I think like, oh man, and we were just kind of talking about, well, what does that word even mean? You threw it out there to me this morning.
Yes.
Hey, Mr. Reese, what do you think of this word? And it relates to our faith, and I like it when it's not just maybe a word you've heard a lot. And the word Mr. Ponstein's coming with today is prudent.
Yes.
Prudent. Be honest. I had to look it up.
Prudence. Yeah.
Prudence.
Yes. Either one.
I'm like dictionary.com. I'm looking at definitions. I'm looking at synonyms. Help us out here. Why is this on your heart? Why is this on your mind?
Yeah.
Prudent.
Yeah, I think this just kind of spurred in, just in my time with God these last week or so, and just that this year has been hard and I don't know, but the verse that the Lord laid on my heart was Proverbs 12:16, that a fool shows his annoyance at once, but a prudent man will overlook an insult. And for me, I kept thinking about how often it is that when something doesn't go our way, how we can be quick to criticize or quick to get annoyed or get angry, and a lot of times that can lead to a bad choice. Where if we're being prudent about it, we're thinking about our actions before they happen because we know it's going to impact our future.
Yeah.
I think if we live with a little more prudence, there's going to be way more unity amongst not only just believers but just amongst people in general.
Yeah, as I think about that verse, I'll read it one more time. It says, Mr. Ponstein, Proverbs 12:16 says,
correct.
Fools show their annoyance at once,
yes,
but the prudent overlooks an insult.
Right.
When I see that, I think I see the Lord calling us to how do we overlook or kind of get past. The Bible even uses the word overlook, but get past these short-term bumps in pursuit of our long-term goals. Like not to let the little things that come at us, like maybe an insult from someone, how do we not let that affect what we're trying to do, where we're trying to go, our long-term goals? As I was doing my research on this, when you threw it at me this morning, a lot of like financial stuff kind of wrapped up in this, being prudent, probably saving money, all that. But I'm wondering, how do you see this for the JCS community? And so if someone was like, wow, that JCS, they are just a prudent community. Yeah. How can we, what would be the definition of that?
So the 2020 year has been hard. We've gone through online learning. We've had to figure out how to get back in school. There's been a lot of meetings amongst parents and teachers and and other community members. We've had extra cleaning protocols. There's been a lot of extra things. And so if we go back to that verse, Proverbs 12:16, it's really easy to get annoyed by all these little bumps that are in our way this year. But if we can be prudent about how we approach our school, how do we approach just the extra things that we've had to do amongst the COVID-19, if we can be prudent about those and know that God is ultimately in control, right, and our futures, if we are trusting in Him, are going to be just fine. And there's just a way more unity. It's a way more connected group of our community than if we get annoyed, if we get angry, if we start criticizing each other because we have different opinions here and there. That's not only going to impact the now, that's going to impact the future as well at Genesis Christian.
Yeah.
And so teaching our students that we got to stick together, even though this is hard and it's not always fun at times. The prudent, the wise are going to see this as, they're going to see a bigger picture of we need to stay together.
Thanks for listening to JCS Jam. Music on here is by Kai Gun Soul. We'll see you again soon.